sure if they're in the lobby yet. I'm not even in the lobby. What the hell? They're tripping so
I'll,
hard.
I'll take it over there.
Yep.
Mystical getting a good 50 up. Jackson can have a shot here. Can't find it. He's gonna try to stick with it. Tiago takes it. It's awkward for Soul, I believe that is Solus. Jackson taking another shot. You can already see that this is so much faster than Omega. There are gonna be a lot more plays here. Solus with a good power shot. Mystical finding the save. Another shot for the Lions. Mystical is just there, ready to collect it. Tiago couldn't get there fast enough. The Jackson's gonna have the ball. He's gonna take it up in the air. He can find the double tap. It's a good save by Low. Mystical, he's up in the air. Solus gets the save. YOLO, who do you think's gonna win this?
Honestly, I'm watching the replays right now, and OT don't have to look for me right now. Okay. Anyways, what were you saying? Who do you think is gonna win this matchup? Personally, I'm seeing the stream right now, so I'm a little bit delayed. Lions, like I said, they have that good score. They just scored right now. Mystical, maybe he's a little rusty right now. Maybe he's just kind of like, maybe he's just finally getting into the groove of it. Again, these are new teammates compared to last season, so maybe, just maybe, it could be that. But like I said, this is a new, different team. Nobody has seen them on the face of Earth, and we're going to probably see, and they're going to make headlines tonight.
Yeah, and Low takes his second goal.
And there it is, Low C with the second goal. Like you said, he takes a little air dribble, puts it upwards above 2, and just scores it in, as I believe that is LMNS, who is not able to save it.
Mystical,
Lemons, okay.
Mystical, he's gonna take it up in the air here. Solus has a good 50, but Lemon's just gonna take it up in the air. Gets a flip reset. Doesn't get the reset. Gets a good 50. Tiago gets the finish there. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. It's only a 1-goal deficit for the Blue Jays.
Wow, and Tiago just being able to secure that goal after a little, a little touch that we saw there, a little dribble to the other. I don't know what happened there, but I do know that the chemistry between the Blue Jays, they have a lot of passing plays, and that's kind of what makes them a strong team.
I bet there's some chem between Lemons and Mystical. I bet they played last season together because Oki doesn't know how to build a good team.
Oh wow, we're studying Oki now? I love doing that. Play.
Me too.
Hey.
Tiago jumping Mystical. Mystical couldn't find the shot he wanted. Fence can't get the redirect, but it's gonna go back to Solus. Fence up in the air. Mystical's back on defense. Third man Low couldn't find the hat trick. Mystical really good save. Yo, there are some pretty hot, intense plays here. This is Apex, not Omega, not Delta, not Beta, not Alpha. Just pure fast gameplay.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the highest of the highest that you could ever see in a game. I mean, this is Apex. There are no Smurfs here. I mean, everybody's just top dog here. And as we can see, Mystical's going to take that above 1. Solus is going to challenge that, pass it down to, I believe that was Fenzen. Fenzen to Solus, and Solus trying to get a touch there, but Lemon just takes it. Mystical is up. Every one of the Blue Jays are up. That is a triple coming from all 3 of them. Solus is up on the wall, centers it over. That's going to be Tiago with the save, and straight back to Lowens. Lowens is going to take a little pass here, and Tiago bumping Lowens there. What a good play there. I genuinely feel like the Blue Jays, they're kind of, they're a new team, so they don't really have a lot of chemistry, especially with Mystical being a top player in this league, but let's see if they can catch on to me.
Hopefully Mystical can show what he's made of. He gets a good save on 0 boost. Solus trying to find the pass mid. Lemons with a really good save. He's gonna try to follow it. Tiago getting bumped. Lemon trying to put it mid. Tiago almost finds the shot. Goes to Mystical.
And Mystical over here going to take a 50 on the wall there. It's going to be center over to Tiago. Tiago's up, but he didn't really get that angle. Lowens trying to get a touch, doesn't get it. Lemon's there with the center. And Tiago looked like he was going for a demo, didn't really quite get it. Fenzen with the save to Lowens. Lowens is going to take it to Tiago, and that's Tiago's ball here. Solus versus Tiago. Tiago takes the shot, gets it. Fenzen, however, centers it over for his team. Lowens is up, but Lemons gets a good touch above 1, and he's taking it here. 0 boost challenge. Mind you, he's in good control of the ball, and he's bumping Fenzen here. Can Mystical take advantage of this shot? He does! It's in! Top left of the net. That is top left for Mystical. What a good play there by Tiago. Being able to bump the ball, being able to bump Lowens while he's at 0 boost. Just amazing team play overall for the Blue Jays. And here
Beautiful
comes.
play by the
Oh,
Blue Jays. Lemon's trying to find a shot there. Plays it into the corner. He's gonna follow it. No one's there mid to follow. Mystical gets a good touch. Gonna follow it up the wall. Loves get there before he does. Tiago gets dusted. It's gonna go to Lemons. Lemons and Tiago have a good pinch.
and Fez is gonna take it off the wall here. Let's go straight to Mystical. And Lowens with the demo to Mystical there. Fez is trying to jump up to the wall. That's Lemons with the shot. Can Lemons get the shot? Solus with the save. What a save there from Lowens. That's good. No, Lowens. Solus, my bad. And Lowens is gonna take it across. That's a flip reset with Lowens. A second touch. Mystical able to save it. Tiago didn't really quite trust Mystical here, but he's gonna take the ball here. And that's gonna be over Solus. Tiago with the 50 to Lemons. Lemons not prepared for that shot. That's Mystical though. Can Mystical get a touch here? Lowens gets a touch out. That's gonna be over. Lemons down. And nobody on the ball here. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna go into overtime.
I feel like it's just like the Omega series. We're probably gonna see some pretty intense overtimes.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see some pretty intense overtimes. I truly do believe that this is gonna be an interesting match. Tiago's already up on the wall here. He's gonna take a little touch here. That's over. Fenzen. Couldn't really get a touch. However, Solus gets a punch to the center. That's Lemons. Lemons is up. He couldn't get a touch. That's Mystical though. He has control over the ball. Touches 1-2, and that's back right of the orange corner. Fenzen with a touch out. Lemons is out of boost here. Fenzen gets a touch out. Solus is up. Tiago with a good touch. However, that's down. Nobody challenging it. Wait, Lemons taking it over. Getting a flip reset. Can he get a third? Third center to Mystical. Mystical with the shot. That's out left. Mystical being able to take Lemons' pass there. A triple flip reset to the top left there. And Mystical taking advantage of the awkwardness of the Lions and being able to score, making the game 3-2. That is Blue Jays up series 1-0. What do you think there, Ocular, about this whole matchup?
The Blue Jays just like have some really good passing plays here.
I do agree with you. I feel like the Blue Jays, they have a lot of good chemistry together, and it's really important in every tier of this league, and every tier in any league, basically. Having team play, having good communication with your teammates, that is essential for a good matchup.
Well said, YOLO. I think the team plays are gonna be what gets the Blue Jays the win here.
And I believe so too. I thought Lions was popping off initially, but they were actually popping up initially. But I guess Blue Jays took them by surprise and showed them who's boss. I mean, we all know Blue Jays Apex has never really had a good season, but this future is looking bright, and season 3 is bringing a lot of good positive vibes into Apex Blue Jays.
Yeah, I think the Blue Jays could have a really good season if they just keep up their A game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe they get a chip this season. I feel like they could. They probably could.
Hopefully they get a chip other than the Org one.
Always the org one. SMH. I'll play. Oh, did they bench a player? They did, no?
Uh, no, it's the same roster. Wait, no, wait,
Oh,
where's the... No, yeah, they did bench a player. Maybe.
yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, makes sense. Okay,
Maybe
that's
the name change...
okay.
Maybe the name change will get them the win.
That's Lemons with the touch. Oh, to the right here. And Jenna with the demo there to Fenton to Tiago. Tiago, and that's Fenton. Fenton's going to take it to Mystical. Mystical takes control of that. Solus with the touch to the left here. And Solus is a little bit awkward here. He needs to get back into position if he wants to do anything with that. And Fenton almost taking a shot there. And Mystical will be able to save it. And Tiago getting a second save from Solus's touch. That's going to be up the center. And Fenton up to the air with the ball. He's going to take a little air dribble, see if he can get it out. That center to Solus, but Tiago is able to get that touch out.
Yeah, good clear by Tiago there. This could be a shot for Geno. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Mystical gonna follow it up in the air, trying to make something happen. Gets the reset, gets the dribble, gets saved by Fenton there. He's gonna stay on it here. It goes to Solus. Mystical backwards there, but he's Apex. So he's gonna get a good touch and keep following it. Gets the reset. No one's there to help him.
And here comes Lemons up the wall with Fenzen. Fenzen wins over here, and Soul is trying to get a second touch to center for his teammate, and he does get it to Geno. Geno with the shot, but Tiago able to block it. Lemons with the center pass. That's Soulless. Soulless back to center. Lemons gets another shot. Tiago's up. Can he get a redirect here? And he tried getting the redirect, but he couldn't quite get it. Mystical is prepared, however. There are no defenders of the Blue Jays. They're all up. The rotations are off. Can Lions capitalize this on take this on the offense? Lemons with an awkward touch there, and Soulless is up, trying to get a touchdown, and Mystical is able to block it.
Mystical getting the musty. Tiago isn't back. Maybe he can't get there in time. That's gonna be a goal for Fenton. They were just pushed way too far up, and the Lions capitalized on that.
um, so Fenton being able to take a shot there, and I mean, it wasn't quite awkward. The Blue Jays rotations are kind of off right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe there's a lack of communication. However, they need to lock it back in if they're trying to take the Lions game.
Fenton almost finding the shot there. Good 50 by Lemons. Geno's gonna take it up the wall. Try to find a pass mid. It goes to Solus, but Tiago's there to get it. Fenton has time in the corner, but he's gonna get challenged off ceiling by Mystical. Tiago on his butt.
And Lemons is up on the wall here. He's going to get a little touch. He's awkward here. Mystical being able to get a little touch to save at least some time and buy. Fenton and Mystical with the center touch. That's Tiago. Tiago's going to take it to Geno. Geno with the shot. Lemons is going to take another shot here. Fenton gets the touch out. Lemons is going to try and carry this with 5% boost. Mystical jumps up. The rotations of the Blue Jays are off again. And they need to be really careful here. As a shot from Geno, Lemon saves it here. And Soul is back to center. Danger, Fenton, and Tiago's able to save it.
Geno's gonna stay on this. He has quite a little bit of boost, but he's gonna try 50 Mystical. Mystical wins the 50, but go to Solus. Tiago gets a good clear, maybe a shot on target. Fenton has a good save, gonna fall again, another touch off the wall. Mystical's there collected. Yo, I think the Blue Jays are good. Their offense is good, but when it's a counterattack, they struggle.
Yeah, it seems that on defense they struggle a lot. And Genos is about to take a second shot. What a weird touch there. Solos being able to capitalize on the little touch there that Tiago got. I thought it was going to be a save here because of the awkward touch here. But Solos was just ready to shoot that in the net. And it was enough. The Lions are now up 2-0. And the Blue Jays are down. What are they going to do to get 2 goals up on the board?
I think the Blue Jays are just gonna have some really good passing plays. Maybe a kickoff goal. Almost a perfect shot by Lemons. Almost in the top left, but he just can't find it. It could be an open net from Mystical. Mystical can't find the shot there. Lions having some good defense here. Not trying to let their lead slip.
And Mystical, what a good pass. What a good pass there by Lemons. Lemons being able to pass it off of Genos' touch here. And Mystical was just ready and prepared to just bang that in the net.
I'll tell you, it's the passing plays between Lemon and Mystical that are getting the Blue Jays these goals here.
And it really is the passing and team plays that distinguish the Blue Jays here. I mean, Genos and Fenzen and Solis, they got really good solo plays. They're good on offense. However, wow, Mystical with another shot, a flip reset, and what seems to be a front flip. I couldn't really catch that there. I just know it was a flip reset here, and there was a front flip there. And right there, caught Fenton off guard, forced him to own score, and all that in the matter of 15 seconds. The Blue Jays are back.
The Blue Jays coming back from 0-2, just like in the Omega Series. Blue Jays are on their A game today.
And Jenna with a little touch here. That's gonna go over Solis. And what seems to be Fenton centering over to Geno. Double commit from the Lions there. That's a bang outwards. Can Mystical get a touch here? And he does. That's a score. Bam! A pass there from Lemons. Being able to capitalize on the awkwardness of the Lions. And Mystical shoots once again.
Mystical getting the hat trick. The Lions were just up 2-0. Comfortable and steady, but now they're losing 3-2.
Maybe there's something up with the Lions, but I feel like the Lions kind of need to lock in on their offense and catch the Blue Jays off guard, basically. And here he comes Solus with the touch out to Geno. Geno gets a touch here. Mystical's up here. Gets a 52. Solus. Solus taking a shot. Couldn't really quite get it. However, Fenton is able to capitalize on that shot and score it. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the score is tied 3-3 this time. And Fenton is able to get that touch he needs to score it in.
Blue Jays just both teams here just struggling on their defensive side, but their offense is insane.
And here comes Genos and Thiago with the 50 over here to Mystical. Mystical is getting a touch over Fenton. It's Solus back. He needs to get a touch out, and that's exactly what he does. However, Lemons is already there. Position, center. Thiago's up. Can they save it? Geno trying to get that save, but Thiago is just superior here. He gets a touch, a little pass there from Lemons, which got Fenton off guard, and Thiago's able to score that. Unfortunately, Janos was not able to save. However, that was the score that the Blue Jays need. There's only 17 seconds left on the clock. Can Lions get another goal to tie this up?
Mystical gets the boost. He's going to take out the ceiling. All he needs to do is just stall for time. Just keep the ball close to him as he does here. Just 50s in. Lemon can have a shot in here. Steal the game. Can't find it. Solus trying to play it to Lowe's. Mystical's already up on the backboard. Gets it cleared. If Lemons just lets it drop, it could be game. And he lets it drop and it's game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Jays take another series score 2-0. And this time, they are from a score difference of 1. Lions could have capitalized there, but I feel like they're missing some more attacks, maybe some demos, something that can catch the Blue Jays off guard. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but you still have one game. Lions are at match point, however, so make sure it counts.
Lions need something to happen here. Just trying. I think it's 2-0 in the series, right?
Yeah, it's still in a series. And Braden RL saying, darn it, this is the moment that Braden RL was not hoping for here. And this could be Braden RL's career-ending moment. I'm playing. oh. Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Mystical, he's a strong favorite for MVP this season. Had a really good season. It's season 2, and he could keep it up this season.
And Braden saying the comeback is coming back. Maybe it's possible here. Maybe the Lions just threw on purpose. Who knows? Solus is already up with Thiago. Solus gets a touch over Thiago. That's Fenton. Fenton with a try attempt to redirect, but it just passes straight over to Mystical. Mystical with a touch center for Lemons. Lemons is going to get a touch over Wida? Why does he keep changing his name? I can't do this anymore. Thiago getting a touch. It's a Mystical. Mystical being able to carry that. Maybe center to Thiago. Thiago shoots. That's gonna go backboard. Can Lemons be there? Lemons with the shot. Fenton able to save it. Solus pressing it to the left there. And Lemons, Mystical actually. Lemons fakes for Mystical. And wow, it could have almost got in, but however, it was not enough.
It's not a name change. It's a sub. Geno on the bench here.
Makes sense. They benched down those guys. Sorry.
Aww. Mystical, he's gonna have a touch here. A little awkward. This could be a shot for the line. Solus is up. Can't find the double, but I think that was. Wadia, the person who just came on the pitch, scores.
I'm just gonna call him Wadi, I'm being honest with you. Wadi with the shot there, catching both of the Blue Jays off guard here. Pass from Solus off the backboard. Maybe this new sub up can be the reverse sweep that the Lions need here to win the series. Thiago with 0 boost passing over the right corner. Mystical's already up in the air. That's going to be a shot to center. Shot, and that's going to go up. Can Lemon's going to redirect touch. I'm not sure how he's going to get it. Maybe he will. Wide down to an awkward line scene here. Thiago playing impatient. However, that's Mystical. Mystical pushes it up. Not a good touch here. Solus trying to capitalize. Could not get the touch. Fenton attempting another. Mystical pushing it out to the corner. And I'm not really sure if there's any scores here. I mean, the Blue Jays are kind of going slow now. Maybe they're playing more defensive. Who knows?
I think it's a decently smart play by them because a lot of goals have been because of the over-rotating, but still, they just gotta find those goals still. Just trying to take the lead here.
And that's going to go up for Thiago. Thiago with the shot to the right corner. Can Tiago get a second touch to put that to the center? Mystical's already back, ready to be positioned. Wide up passes to Mystical. Can Mystical get a touch? He does not get a touch. That's going to bounce to Lemons. Lemons is going to get a 50 up in the air. Mystical cannot get that second touch. Tiago with the touch to Fenzen. Fenzen with the shot. Can it be in? That is in! Lions scoring a second goal off of a missed touch that Tiago shouldn't have gotten.
I think Wadi has a good luck charm here, but hopefully the Lions just don't lose their lead again, just like last game.
The highest bidder of the Lions, Braden, having so much faith in his team. Can the Lions prove their sponsor proud? Who knows? And Solus with the touch to center. Fans in, getting a touch, not enough. Lemons is already over. The Lions rotation is off. Can Mystical capitalize on this? No, he does not. Solus, however, gets a touch out, but he gets demoed. Tiago with 0 boost here. To Wida. Wida has full boost. Can he get an air dribble? To Fenton. Fenton to center. Mystical getting a touch out. That is just amazing defense now from the Blue Jays. Maybe they're locking in on defense now instead of offense.
I think they just need to get back on like the way they've been playing for the past 2 games, because no goals are being scored for them, and all the goals are being scored for the Lions. Lemon's trying to find a shot.
Realistically, Ocular, they've always been down for 2 games, and then all of a sudden on the 1 minute and 30-second mark, they score like 2 random goals that you've never seen score before. So maybe it's just that same game plan again.
I think with Braden cheering them on, Lions can make a comeback.
And Mystical with the touch to center. Can he get another touch? No, he does not. Solars is going to get that bang over it. Tiago Lemons in the same location here. Lemons gets demoed. Mystical gets demoed. Solars here. Wada is a little awkward. Fenton could have gotten a shot there. Did not get it. He gets demoed. That's Solars. Back to Solars. That's Lemons up in the wall. Lemons gets a touch out. And Lemons gets the second touch to Mystical. Mystical was not prepared. That was Solars' touch there. And wow, Wider gets demoed. There's a lot of aggressive playing for the Blue Jays now. 1 minute remaining left on the clock. Can the Blue Jays score 2 goals, ladies and gentlemen?
Mystical I don't know if that was on target or not, but Tiago just secures it. Maybe the Blue Jays have the same game plan. Just let the Lions have 2 goals, then win the game.
And it seems that is actually the case here, as Tiago was being able to capitalize on Mystical's touch there. What a team play. Maybe, just maybe, the Lions' season ends here. Not playing, it's the first week.
The season is crazy.
Wida with the layer dribble there to Lemons. Lemons to the right corner. That's going to be Tiago with the touch. Tiago doesn't actually get the touch there, but Mystical does. Lemons has a little dribble air carry. Can he get a touch? Fenzen getting a redirect off of Mystical's touch to Wida. Wida back to Fenzen. A little direct to Solus, but he's not ready there. 30 seconds left on the clock. The Blue Jays need 1 more goal to score. And can we be seeing an overtime maybe? Or maybe a game 4? Who knows?
Who knows? Mystical gets demoed. Oh. Wadia and Fenzen with a good clear. Huh?
Nothing.
Ocular, the case of the yawns. Mystical trying to find something. Blue Jays have 3 seconds left. They've got to keep the ball up. Tiago tries to keep it up. Mystical can have a shot here. Fenton's on the backboard. Lemons tries to keep it up. He's successful in doing that. Tiago plays a good touch. No one's there on the backboard. Solus getting a good touch to the corner. Lemons keeping the ball up, but it drops. Last game 3. Blue Jays leading 2-1.
Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Lions takes a series point. 2-1. Wow. And this time they're again another game differential of 1. This time I feel like Lions, maybe it was Blue Jays who played too defensively instead of offense, but Lions took this game over, and I mean maybe we could be seeing game 5. I'm not so sure, but Blue Jays need to lock in if they're wanting to finish this matchup.
I think Blue Jays chest can't slip up anymore, because if they lose 1 more, it's match point for Lions as well. Now I think Wadi has a good luck charm.
Maybe he is actually. I think it probably is. Wida is actually the good luck charm that the Lions need. And here we go with the kickoff here. Off of Lemons and Fenton there. It's going to be Wida with a touch. Couldn't really quite get the touch. That's straight to Tiago. Tiago gets a bang. Solus is not able to capitalize it. Can Tiago get a second? He misread that touch there. And that's Wida on possession here. and Lemons getting a bang out. Can Solus get a little touch? He gets 2 touches, but it could be down to Mystical. Mystical trying to get a touch out, and Fenton saving the ball here to Solus. Solus with the score there. A miss rotation there for the Blue Jays. They were all up. I didn't even notice that until the last second. Solus was just already prepared and is able to capitalize just on that.
Yeah, Seoul is just creeping in their half, waiting for the ball. Blue Jays overcommitted there, and that's gonna cost them.
Indeed, it will.
Wadia, it's gonna take it up in the air. Can't find the shot. Tiago's on zero boost in the corner. Fenton, really good challenge, but loses the 50. Solus playing the backboard. Mystical's already up. Mystical's been a really good player tonight, finding goals and saving shots.
And Tiago with the attempt to take a shot there. That's going to go down back to Tiago from a Mystical touch. That's Solars to a center. Lemon's trying to get a bang out. That's Mystical with a little touch out. Can he get a center for his teammates? No. And Fenton is able to capitalize and take that. And Tiago up in the ball. Can Mystical get a little touch he needs? And that is exactly what he needs. It's Solus not expecting that touch from Mystical and just Tiago's touch there, good angle there. Mystical being able to get such a good speeding angle there, scoring and tying for 1-1.
As I was saying, Mystical just finding the goals that his team needs. Good kickoff there. Tiago, he's good. Lemons actually grabs the booster, tries to find a shot, almost gets it. It's gonna land it to Mystical's feet. He shots past him, Tiago. I can't speak English. Lumens with a good save there. Mystical has time. He has the boost. He has a reset over the defender. Tries to get 50. Can't find it. Lemons gets beat. Tiago, he's up in the air. Not much boost. Solus with a good 50. Yellow, who do you think's going to take this game?
Mystical's already getting air dribble. I feel like... Oh, what a save there by Wida. I feel like the Blue Jays are putting more pressure now. Maybe the Blue Jays take this game. However, I know if I say that, Brayton is going to get really mad because that's the top sponsor for the team. So I'm going to go with Lions here because I feel like they have potential. I feel like they're not at their max yet. Fenton with the touch to the center there. It's going to go to Wida. Wida with the shot. Not enough there. Not enough, ladies and gentlemen. And all the lines are up. All the lines are up. Fenton with 0 boost here. He hits 100. Can he take possession? Lyman's with the shot there. And I'm not so sure.
Mystical, he's on the ceiling. Maybe doesn't get the touch that he wants. He's gonna go to Fenton. Fenton tries to play mid. No one's there. Tiago gets a good clear. He's gonna try to follow it. Solus is there. Wadia loses the 50. It's gonna be a shot for Lemons. He doesn't have the boost to get any power. Fenton gonna try to get another touch. Could be a shot. Fenton just off target. Solus is there. Mystical the save. Tiago gets a good clear. Ooh.
And Solus with the touch out. That's going to go to Fenton. Fenton getting a touch. Probably Solus can get a touch. No, he does not. Tiago actually gets a touch out to Lemons. Lemons to Wida. Wida try to get a touch, and Lemons is able to capitalize on that. Mystical is up on the wall. I'm not really sure what he's doing here. And Lemons back to Mystical. Mystical with the shot to center. Can Tiago be there? Tiago's a little awkward here. He has to buy some time for his teammates there. Wida gets a touch to the left there. Lemons out. And Lemons doesn't have possession of the ball. Mystical, however, 0 boost. He has to do something here. And he's slowly taking it over. Over 1. Gets a 50 to from, I think it's Fenton, right? And Tiago, 0 boost. Couldn't really do much. Lemons with possession of the ball. It's going to go over back to Lemons. Can he get a touch out? Wida is able to capitalize on that.
Tiago to Lemons. Lemons gets a really good redirect into the bottom right corner of the Lions net. That's going to be the lead. Dubs, I'm loving the subscription with Prime. Thank you.
And Tiago with the shot there. That's going to go to Solus. Solus is going to capitalize on this. Can Wida get a touch here? And I believe he does, actually. He does. He carries it over. That's going to be a touch to backboard. Solus with the touch here. Can he get a center to his teammate? Fenton not being able to capitalize on that. Mystical is just going to keep dribbling that as perhaps always does. Tiago gets a touch out. Wide already reading that ball to begin with. I don't actually. I feel like the Blue Jays are they're more on the offense now. Lions need to score another goal in the next minute or so, or their match day is over.
Yeah, Blue Jays have a very strong offense. Mystical getting a little bit of a fake there, I believe it was. Wadia to Solus. Solus gets a good touch over Lemons, but it lands on Tiago. Solus driving past their entire team. Solus can have a shot here. Mystical, nice pre-jump to get the save. Wadia gonna take it up in the air. Trying to get past. Can't get the 50. Yo, there are 25 seconds left. Do you think Lions can get something to happen?
Oh no, no, I just know Brady at the. Oh wow! And Mystical getting a touch there. I wasn't even watching. I was so focused on your question there, but he was able to dribble over a Lions player there, and the Lions are down by 2. Can we be seeing a 2-shot 19-second goal here? Maybe. Mystical with the 50. It's gonna go to Solar. Solar's able to carry it here, and he's gonna dribble it over. 1, 2, score! That's a shot! And Mystical's able to save it.
As a good save by Mystical, I think this might be game. It's on the line side of Tiago. He seals the game here. Gets the goal, and that's probably it.
Nah, I wouldn't really call it it. Yeah, we already see it's 5 seconds. But I've seen miracles happen. They need 3 goals. They have 5 seconds. That's approximately 2 kickoff goals and one 2-second goal. Yeah,
And I
never
think
mind. That's it. That's it. GG's there. Blue Jays taking the game. 3-1, right? Yeah, 3-1. What an amazing match we saw tonight.
that's very unfortunate. Braden's probably super sad right now. He thought the comeback was possible, but it wasn't.
I'm so sorry, Brayden. I hope you know that your team, they'll come back some other time. I swear. But yeah, that is our match for tonight. Our